Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to the month ahead tarot reading. Make sure you check your sun, moon, and rising signs for a comprehensive view of the month. Additionally, I would recommend watching the astrology of the month ahead for your zodiac to get a different perspective of the month. While you will know the astrology in advance, through that video, I will also send you a reminder when the astrological events are near. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell, and you will be notified as the events occur. I occasionally post behind the scenes meditation guidance, quizzes, and polls, which you can check out for yourself. And it goes without saying that you will be notified when new videos are out, such as other zodiac readings and pick a card tarot readings too. If you prefer to cut down the guesswork about your month ahead, you can always connect with me via Etsy to get a personalized week-by-week month ahead reading. Enough about me, let's talk about you. Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your July reading. Let's get into it and see what's coming up for you. The first major highlight we have here is good news with the year. The second major highlight is Beryl, which says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And we have the Eye, which says psychic ability, trust your intuition. You are a very intuitive sign, Pisces. So we have the year and the Eye. Okay, trust what you see and what you hear is something I get. You might hear and see something, basically something comes to notice that is helping you kind of see what is not working out for you, and you can, work through that. But let's get into the tarot, get some more specifics. We have the Hermit coming in, a time of soul searching, but also that listening to your inner voice. It's getting quite strong. Your gut instinct would be calling you in a direction as well, so I think you're paying attention. We have the Sun as well, so Hermit and the Sun indicates that your inner guide and your inner voice is just very loud and clear. You know what to do, and once again, trust your gut, your instinct, your intuition as well. I'm also getting that you might be spending quite some time in peace and joy. You're just feeling quite creative as well. All right, then we have the Five of Cups, which can be talking about that lack feeling. We have the Two of Cups, talks about soulmate energy, being in alignment with the universe, feeling in flow. We have Ace of Cups, which is all about, unconditional love. And lots of appreciation. There is a possibility of new romantic relationships as well, but before that happens, you might first go over the times that things have not worked out for you, and by evaluating things, you're just giving yourself lots of love, and that's immediately magnetizing towards you a new romantic adventure. We have the Knight of Wands, which is talking about lots of fun. It can be quite hot where you are perhaps, but at the same time you're just loving that. You're loving the sun and being warm and cozy. And Knight of Wands also says that you can be feeling quite spontaneous in an intimate sense as well. Very passionate and super creative too. You feel inspired and driven to do whatever it is that you want. So there is such a state of perfection overall that if something in your life is subpar compared to that stage, you might feel it as a lack. Okay, I don't see that it's something bad that's happening and it's new. I think it's already ongoing, some part of your life where you're kind of dissatisfied. So far it was fine, because there were other things in life as well which were like, not the ideal state, so you didn't notice the difference so much. But as you move into this new state of happiness and rebirth and this warmth, generosity, fun times, good connections, and all of that, it just makes it more recognizable that there is a part of your life which is not headed in the same way. It's not moving parallel to the other areas of life that's progressing. So instead of, staying in that situation of dissatisfaction, you're thinking about it and you're like, okay, so what can I do here? Okay, what can be done? Because Virgo is represented by the Hermit, and Virgo is all about taking small, steady actions to make, something a reality. It's about the little steps that you take every single day, make it a habit, whether it is self-improvement or work situations, or, in a love situation as well, to find your relationship and to, sustain it too. It's like there is a proactive energy to it, and at the same time it's quite flexible. Like if this if this is not working, fine, what will work, let me try that. And if that doesn't work for me, we can always go for another solution, but we will figure out a way that is a best fit for us. Okay, so that's essentially what you're doing. You're taking action in that regard. All right, we have lead your metamorphosis, which again says it's in your hands to make that change. You can absolutely create that change and create that sense of liberation for yourself in each and every sector of your life. We next have the now, which talks about being in the present moment, being mindful as well. But I'm also getting like YOLO vibes with the Knight of Wands. You're like, well, might as well do it now. Who knows? You're not missing out. And I'm also getting that because you're able to sense that inner voice and listen to it very keenly, you're able to catch the opportunities in each and every moment and as and when they arrive. Okay? You're not dilly-dallying. We have Rise, which talks about transcendence and again metamorphosis and liberation from existing stagnancies. It looks like you are moving away from some place that has held you kind of back or does not make you the most happy, and it feels as though you're not being the most authentic self or your best self. So you're rising to the occasion and you're making that best self happen or their best life a reality. We have Shift the Way to New Potential, which is along the same lines. It talks about going deep within and understanding what exactly lies within you that is dormant and how can you express that outwardly. So this of course requires some soul searching, but also it brings you astounding clarity about a sense of purpose. You're growing a lot, you're expanding a lot. Okay, and this can have financial repercussions as well, and also affect the way that you connect with others and other people's resources, contribution, and assets. So you're believing in your value, and that's such a nice thing to do. You can be feeling especially, what am I getting? Humanitarian or service oriented, and you might be thinking of how you can help the collective. The Hermit is pretty sage like that, and you being Pisces are always connected to the collective, even if you don't realize it consciously. And the Ace of Cups is talking about that universal and unconditional, the selfless and infinite, the infinite version of love where there literally is no condition. Okay, you're feeling extremely compassionate here as well, and if you're connecting from that heart center with anybody, you're making a strong impact in their lives. This can also indicate that you're coming into some information that is kind of a guidance, and it helps you feel like that's the clarity you have been looking for. It kind of wakes something within you. Okay, the combination here can feel like an awakening experience where you now recognize your soul's voice, or you have this piece of clarity and epiphany that comes in, and it just fills your heart with joy and you find new life. This is big stuff, big upgrades. I'm also hearing repairing losses. So if something has been lost in the past, like appreciation has been not returned, or money losses, or in whichever way, your potential not being noticed, or you're still feeling hurt about a past relationship and all of that, there is a repairing of that and you're no longer hurt by it. Okay, there's plenty of self-love. This is very beautiful. You're loving yourself, you don't mind being by yourself, and you're doing lots of things that you absolutely enjoy, among which, if you have a partner, you are connecting with them. If you don't, there are good chances to find one and make a solid connection there. Okay, so let's see what else we have for Pisces for the month of July. We have Mars in the third house in Virgo. Okay, so your third house would be Taurus, right? That's a fellow earth sign, and this can be talking about having some financial conversations of if you're needing a raise or something like that, then this can be the time that you are bringing the topic up. or this can be talking about moving towards different types of projects or different teams that you would like to cooperate with, because that's where you feel most passionate. And there, even if it's not possible to, fully shift your teams, you're still finding a sweet spot of collaboration, and that brings in lots of passion, new ideas, and lots of joy. I'm also getting you're healing your mindset if there is a lack mindset in any way, especially related to, management, your skills, your intelligence, and your analytical abilities, even your health and routine. You're really taking a deep look at it, and you're making necessary changes. You're not afraid to make those shifts, and you're not accepting that you are just going to be in a dissatisfied state. Right? You're not giving into this feeling of lack. Instead, you're leveraging that, and you're really looking at it and asking how you can, move out of that situation. Okay. How you come to service to your local community. Maybe there's more interactions with your neighborhoods, with your neighbors, and more conversations with them, and they might give you some health tips, or they might work in an interesting space, and you're like, maybe I should ask them for advice of how to go about this, and that information just really helps you out. You could be reading more, thinking more, and all of that as well, very deeply. Very methodical. I love it. And Mars will be in Virgo, by the way, in the month of July. It's initially in Leo, but then it moves into Virgo. And Virgo is right opposite your house as well, so there can be lots of passionate conversations and times and dates as well with your partner. Your mentality might match, or they might have some advice that just spurs you into action, and it really encourages you to go forward with your dreams, and plan things out, or you're just admiring them as well, is absolutely possible. There's lots of love coming in here, so lovely times if you have a partnership, and if you don't, this is a lovely time to attract someone here. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I hope the reading resonated with you and that you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. And if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.